to work with. Neymar has recovered from the injury that he picked up earlier. And that's really the story. A lot of Barcelona possession, but not much zest from them in the final third. It is, at the interval, Celtic 0, Barcelona 0. Neil Lennon must be happy enough. Analysis to come here at Celtic Park.
This programme is sponsored by Ford, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
It's in play time. If you're looking for a bit of live streaming and a massive choice of in-play, I seriously recommend you check out Bet365 on your mobile or tablet. Let's get on it. Bet365, bet in play now. Mistake about that man on the bottle of Captain Morgan. That man was a legend. A hero history remembers. A liver of life. A man who led with his heart and showed his crew. A life more legendary. Captain Morgan lived like the captain.
What is glossophobia?
Glossophobia, or speech anxiety, is the fear of public speaking.
Now, we are the masters of our fate. Sure I am that the task which has been set us is not above our strength, that its pangs and toils are not beyond our endurance. In nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in, never give in, never, never, never.
Peggy 18.
All professionals, we all know the score, Bill.
This is legit business. 401ks, tax returns, and all.
We're gonna move quick, and we're gonna keep cool.
My job, my score, get your own!
You are alone, you pathetic psychopath!
Is that a question?
Grand Theft Auto 5, out now on PlayStation 3. Inspired by motion. Redefining design, performance, and efficiency. The award-winning new Mazda 6 defy convention.
Sometimes, as you look closer, things begin to take shape. Our brand new series of Exposure reveals that things aren't always black and white. Starts with Predators Abroad, Wednesday at 11 on STV.
UEFA Champions League, sponsored by MasterCard, proud provider of player mascots.
Welcome back to Celtic Park, where it's goalless between Celtic and Barcelona after the first 45 minutes. Graham, Malky and John are with me. John, has that been a good job so far?
Absolutely. I think Neil Lennon will be very, very happy there at half-time. You know, the likes of Stokes and Chris Commons, they've not particularly been in the game. What they've done is they've done a very good containing job. They put a shift in for the team. Fraser Foster has a mistake to make, and Celtic have contained Barcelona very, very well.
And Malky, yeah, they've restricted Barcelona to attempts outside the box.
Massively. What they've done is they've been very disciplined in their performance in terms of balls being slid in between them. They've forced Barcelona wide on various occasions and the least of chance there, but crosses coming into the box, they're able to defend. Balls slid in behind them to good players.
This was a slightly worrying moment, wasn't it, John?
Yes, it was. It was only sort of, we had a call-in mistake, you know, it was whipped in with great pace, very difficult for the goalkeeper, but luckily for Celtic, he went wide of the post.
Graham, defensively, Celtic have been impressive, have they not?
Watching the Lustig battle against Neymar has been intriguing. I think Celtic are causing a problem for themselves because when Real Madrid see how easily Lustig's handled Neymar, to the extent that just before the half hour he switched wings with Pedro to see if he could get even more joy, I think there might be a bid coming in. It's been easy street for Lustig against the €50 million player.
I never thought you'd use those words, easy street against Neymar. We always knew that possession stats were going to be huge in favour of Barcelona. That's not a surprise. Neil Lennon won't be worried for that, will he?
He absolutely will not, but Tata Martino might be worried because one of the things he wants this team to do is to rob the ball and break. When you've got 72% of the ball yourself, there's very little to do in robbing, you know?
John, we talked before the game about Samaras's role. You said you were slightly surprised that Neil had gone with him up top through the middle, but he's had a bit of a floating role, hasn't he?
He's been outstanding for me, you know, he's retained the ball really, really well. This was very early in the game where Stokes, he did very well, put him in. And as I said before the game, he travels with the ball, he keeps possession. You know, he wins a corner or a throw-in for his team. He's been outstanding. He's been a real shining light for Celtic tonight.
I think what a lovely tactic Neil's done tonight is when Celtic are defending, Samaras has played in a wide area and stood up in a wide area and not stood up right up the middle to defend. So when Celtic win the ball back, they're able to find them in a wide area and lots of space, and it's allowed Celtic just to get out now and again.
Very quickly, do you think there'll be many changes in terms of shape?
Absolutely not in terms of shape. What you might see is Alexis, who's got so much pace to burn, coming on to look and see if Celtic stay this concentrated for the rest of the game.
What will we be saying in the half-time dressing room, John?
A bit more the same, a little bit more the same. You know, Celtic, as long as it's not a little, Celtic are very much in this time.
Okay.
Keep tracking your runners, stay disciplined and keep tracking men.
And do you think Barcelona are going to get more and more frustrated, Graham?
Absolutely not. They're used to playing games like this, maybe not as intense, but waiting until there's a slip, somebody goes to sleep, and they pounce like a cobra.
And when would you expect to see Barcelona then make some changes?
I think it will depend on Xavi's energy level. I've been surprised to see how much time on the ball he's had and how sharp he's looked. At his age, he doesn't play 6 or 7 games of 90 minutes like this, so only changes if Barcelona themselves tire.
John?
Well, I just think, you know, you look at Xavi and Iniesta, they'll keep the ball, it's okay. Celtic won't be too worried about Barcelona's possession, but ultimately, as Malky said, they need to come inside of the fullbacks and keep that shape.
Okay, gentlemen, for the time being, thanks so much. As we say, it's goalless at half-time. Neil Lennon will be happy with his team's first half performance. It's been a good containment job. The second half coming up next.
This programme is sponsored by Ford, the UEFA Champions League sponsor.
Father, what are you doing here?
He means thank you for being here.
The Odds Father had a message he wanted to deliver. Personally.
Bet £10 and get £30 in free bets. Sign up at ladbrokes.com or download the app now.
That's brilliant, Odds Father.
Brilliant.
Do you want a cup of tea?
No. That's excitement you can't refuse. Ladbrokes, game on. From the producer of The Last King of Scotland and Trainspotting.
Oh, that was lovely.
This one's different.
Daniel says it's simply glorious. A few fabulous feeling of the year.
Just forget.
Sunshine on Leaf.
I normally don't hear about that show everyone's watching until 2 series in, which half the characters have been bumped off. That's what's so handy about Sky's On Demand. They've got loads of box sets of the latest shows just sitting there waiting for me. Like Empire. Oh, I do love a gangster. Every episode from the very first one. So I won't miss anyone getting bumped off. Just don't tell me what happens. I can't hear you. Box sets of the latest and greatest shows. Ready when you are. Now that's On Demand.
Out of the depths it comes, swirling and surging, before at last it settles. Rated like no other. Guinness.
Get ready for Top Gear Live. Join Jeremy Clarkson, James May and me, Richard Hammond, for the all-action arena show that brings our TV programme to life. See us live at the SSE Hydro this January. For unbelievable stunts, incredible supercars and, of course, the steak. Book your tickets now at topgearlive.co.uk and I'll see you there.
Reasons to be cheerful. 1, 2, 3. Summer at the seaside, running round the low tide, looking on the right side, chip shop forks. Kick about together, gas about the weather, giving it some leather, up the real support. Long drives at the weekend, country lanes and their spends, bring along your best friend at 80s grooves. The best spot at the campsite, brewing up at first light, it must have been a good night. Muddy boots, laughing until you're tearful. It's more than just a vehicle. A reason to be cheerful. Going home, sweet home.
UEFA Champions League, sponsored by MasterCard, proud provider of player mascots.
Welcome back to Celtic Park, where it's Celtic 0, Barcelona 0. We're told there are no changes in the second half. John Hartson, Malky Mackay, Graham Hunter with me. Malky, what will Neil Lennon be saying? Do you think intensity levels going?
Massively, they have to keep that, matching those runs. At the moment, if they can nick a set piece, they can nick a corner, that's their chance to score tonight.
Well, it's imperative that they don't lose in discipline and players come out of certain areas. They've got to keep that shape. And as I said, again, if Celtic maybe can hit them on the break at the corner, I believe that's probably Celtic's best chance of scoring tonight.
Have you been impressed with the way Chris Collins has tracked Danny Hamlin's back, and will he be able to do it for the 90 minutes, Graham?
I've been impressed by him and by the scouting that Celtic have done, because he knows he's got to work extra hard. Danny Alves is like a winger disguised as a fullback. He's very ambitious, comes forward, very dangerous, but that means, as the lads have been pointing out during the break, there's always a space for George Saros to pick up behind him there.
Okay, gentlemen, for the time being, thanks very much. Celtic 0, Barcelona 0. Let's return to our commentators, Mark McGee and Derek Ray.
Thanks again, Rahman. The Barcelona players drifting back out onto the pitch. Really had too many chances to save him. It's okay now. This might be stress earlier. Waiting for Celtic. The indications mark on no changes, but you're wondering about a possible role in the second half, even later for James Forrest.
I think if James Forrest is fit, I'd like to see him come into this game. I'd like to see Coleman's going to the for some reason. I think he's more of a bridge between counting when you come out, keeping the ball, giving your team time to go upfield, giving your team time to be outplayed. I think Coleman's doing that really Stokes playing at the same way, but doesn't play that 360 degree on me. Coleman's can play that
Styles back with us. So listen to Celtic's anthem to hope.